In this video, we get into a looming legal battle that has tongues wagging and pens scribbling furiously. It's a clash of titans as Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane takes on King Dalindyebo in a defamation case that promises to shake the corridors of power. Let us get into it without wasting any more time. Molini, and welcome to yet another episode of Conversations with Lankosi. Now, this is the news commentary section where we will be offering insightful commentary and exploring various perspectives on the stories that shape our world. Now, Premier Oscar Mabuyane dropped a legal bombshell yesterday in the morning announcing his intent to file a defamation case against the Abatembu king Dalindyebo. The stakes are high, the tension palpable as these two prominent figures gear up for a legal showdown. But then again, what led to this confrontation? Let's peel back the layers and explore the intricacies at play. Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane said he will file a defamation case against King Dalindyebo on Wednesday, 11 September. This follows the Abatembu King's public accusation that Mabuyane benefited from extortion deals involving Mthatha West Chief Sakhumzi Mareke. Mareke was killed in a shootout with police last Wednesday. Mabuyane told Newsroom Africa he'd open a case against anyone who wrongly accused him of crime and corruption. There are some people who can easily create a diversion so that we don't focus on the real issues, he said. I've seen the king saying that it's unfortunate that it was said by someone like him. I am opening a case today. I'll be signing an affidavit against anyone who says such things without facts. So he must be able to come forward and tell us we're the face of government. We are dealing with crime. He says things loosely and recklessly. Mabuyane said he wouldn't discuss the matter in the media or argue with the king, but would let the police handle the matter. The premier denied involvement in the construction mafia and extortion. That's nonsense. I will never be involved in things like those. That's why I've been demanding police to capacitate here in the Eastern Cape. That's why I've been demanding soldiers to come. I am fighting for what is right for the people of the Eastern Cape. I am protecting the people of the Eastern Cape, but thugs are pushing back, he said. He praised Police Minister Senzo Mchunu for sending more police to the province. In Gqeberha, we are dealing with gangsters in the northern areas. We're dealing with Amaginza in the black townships. So the state is in control, I can assure you, he said. Guys, the link to this article will be in the description box below. Now, let us get into what we got from the article. Now, guys, I have tried, I'm trying to be serious when it comes to this one, but kunzima. I'm going to try though, literally. I am going to try because I did not see this coming. Hey Bo, talk about a mess of a situation. Who saw this coming? Please do drop a comment below if you saw this coming, because I didn't. These people were friends not so long ago, campaigning for the African National Congress. So why isn't it? But there is a saying that goes, it says in politics there are no permanent friends or enemies, But yeah, okay, let's just get into what we got from the article. My thing is, this was just, I did not see this coming, in all honesty. This was the last thing on my mind, especially seeing what, the Eastern Cape province is going through right now. One would not think the premier has time for this, And also, what if the king's frustration towards the premier's lack of action is what led him to believe that the premier must have been in on it? We honestly don't know about our relations with Bantu, behind closed doors. Maybe there's something the king knows that we do not. But then again, you can't be out here saying things without, proof. But also, the premier was quick to act on this compared to how he was when the news first broke about the protection fee mafia, because this is not the first time we hear about them, and I don't think it's the last. But that's a red flag on its own, because I don't think he would have kept the same energy before when they went to the king and asked him to join them when they were campaigning, for the ANC. I mean, these people were buddy not long ago. And, running to the police before paying him a visit is proof, that these premiers disregard traditional leaders. Not all, but some of them, especially ones that are deployed by Kongi. Jokes aside, the energy that the premier is putting into this fight against the king could actually go into fighting off the protection free mafia, who aren't a new thing, because they've always been a problem in his province. Instead of trying to save face by being seen fighting the actual thieves, he's out here playing victim, shifting the focus from the problem at hand, which is low-key selfish in my eyes. Because Kubangati, he's flexing his muscle to anyone else who may have wanted to come on out and rubbish him too, because again, he is untouchable. And I think that is the message that he is putting out. If he was innocent, guys, I think he should be investing his time in assisting law enforcement agencies when it comes to troubleshooting the problem and just doing his work as the premier. Because when it comes to service delivery issues in the Eastern Cape, the premier is not as loud. He is not this loud. Where was his voice when we had the whole Okada situation? Man. But also, I do understand that, allegations of defamation can be a minefield in the legal realm, where words can carry the weight of 1,000 blows. And that, maybe the premier's decision to take legal action signals a determination on his end, to uphold his reputation and hold accountable whoever it is that chooses to tarnish it. But then again, I would love to know King Dalindyebo's side of the story and how this clash of words and wills will unfold in the courtroom if it ends up in the courtroom, if it does play out in the courtroom. Because again, it could just be the premier flexing muscle and an end. But let's wait for what the king has to say, and if it's going to court, this is going to be a very interesting case. Because, wow, the premier actually does have energy, hey? He does, and it's interesting. It really is. With that being said, the stage is set for the legal battle of the year. Premier Mabuyane versus King Dalindyebo. Who do you think will emerge victorious in this battle of words, power, and flexing of muscles? Or do you guys think the issue will be resolved before it gets worse? That marks the end of today's video. Thank you so much for lending your eyes and ears. I hope that you found today's video informative. Please do not forget to click on that subscription button or light the little notification bell so that you do not miss out on any new uploads. Enkosini.